Hey friends, Melissa Eichenhorst here, and today we're talking about one word that will change your entire business and honestly, your life. If you let it, it's one of my favorite words. It's action. And I'm not talking about the cute kind or the when I feel like it kind of action, or not when my schedule tightens up and allows for it kind of action. I'm talking about identity level action. The kind that becomes who you are and not what you occasionally do. Because here's the truth. Most people don't fail or struggle in this business because they're not capable. They fail because they don't act when it counts. And that's what we're going to fix today. So most of us were raised to believe that action comes after certain things. Like action comes after motivation, or after you've built your confidence, or when you are feeling clear about everything, or when the timing is right. Maybe when life slows down, right? But if that were true, nobody would ever build anything meaningful, y'all. Action doesn't come from motivation. It doesn't come from having the perfect clarity. It comes from readiness. Action comes from identity, because it's your identity who says, I am someone who follows through. I'm someone who shows up and does the uncomfortable thing. And then your actions will match. It's your identity. If your identity says I quit on myself a lot, or I only show up when I feel like it, or I need that motivation to move, then your actions are going to match that too. So your business is always mirroring the woman that is running it. It's you. You're the one that's running your business. So if you want different results, then don't wait for different conditions. You have to become a different version of yourself. And that happens one decision at a time, one action at a time. So let's talk about what keeps you from taking action. It's not the amount of time that you have on your calendar. It's not your kid's schedule. It's not the algorithm. It's typically aligned with your emotion. And there are 5 emotional interrupters that I see that hold women back over and over again. Number 1 is confusion. It's your brain telling you that you don't know what to do. The next one is overwhelm, where you're just feeling like it all feels like it's too much. The third is self-doubt. So that's that, what if I fail? Then there's fear. What will people think? And then there's actually fatigue. You don't have the energy. You're just feeling tired, right? Now, the problem isn't your emotions. Everyone feels them. I feel them. All the top leaders and diamonds feel these emotions at some point. But the problem is that when you feel them, you stop. You hesitate, you overthink, you start spiraling, you push things off until tomorrow. Maybe you create a story about why you can't, and then you break that trust with yourself. And here's the truth, you guys. Most of you aren't actually procrastinating. You are avoiding an emotion. And I believe this thing that I'm about to say, so deep inside, that your success is fully determined on your willingness to feel those uncomfortable emotions. I get that confusion feels uncomfortable, and overwhelm feels heavy, and fear feels vulnerable, and fatigue can feel defeating. So you protect yourself by choosing an action, but that costs you your momentum. And so I want to give you guys a simple emotional shift that you can make in seconds. This is something that can change everything. So I want you to identify the opposite emotion that you want to feel. Maybe it's when you're feeling self-doubt. Maybe it's that you want to feel confidence. Maybe if there's confusion going on that's holding you back, it's clarity that you're seeking, right? Maybe it's fatigue and you want to feel energized about your business. Okay, so step 1 is, this is what you're feeling. When you're sitting down to do the work, you guys, you've got to identify, what am I feeling right now? Then identify the opposite emotion that you want to feel. Then create a belief that would generate that emotion. So if you want to feel clarity and not confusion, and your brain is I don't know what to do, I don't know what my next step is, maybe your thought is, no, I actually do know my next step. I've signed a VIP before. I've signed a business builder before. I've had people duplicate before. I do know my next step. Maybe if you're feeling like just discouraged, or like you feel like what you're doing isn't generating any results, maybe the opposite belief that would generate the emotion that you want, like, is one message makes a difference, right? It is working. And so then the next step is to find evidence to support that belief. You guys, this is anything. This is past wins, moments that you showed up, proof that you're capable. And this is how you take ownership and lead yourself through emotions versus letting your emotions lead you, which is going to keep you stuck. Because when you shift the emotion, that's when you can unlock the action. And that's what we're here for. We're here for action. So I want to bring this home. There is a version of you, your future self, who doesn't hesitate. She doesn't wait for the motivation. She doesn't negotiate with her excuses. She doesn't spend another year like circling the same mountain. She acts, not perfectly, just consistently. She is someone who is decisive and bold and trustworthy, and she doesn't stop at the feeling. She leads herself through this. And here's the part that hits deep. Action is self-trust in motion. So every single time you keep a promise to yourself, you're building trust. Every time you break one, you're chipping away at it. And so your business rises and falls on that trust. So I want you to ask yourself, if you're taking notes, write this down, spend some time actually answering these questions. What have I been avoiding? What have I been overthinking? What is my next right action? What would the emerald version of me choose today? And what would the diamond version of me decide without hesitation? And whatever popped in your mind just now, that's your action. That's the thing that moves you forward. That's the thing that makes your future self proud. So you guys, you don't need 100 steps. You need one brave one. So if you want a different year, take different action. If you want to trust yourself again, do something today that your future self will thank you for. If you want momentum, stop waiting for the perfect movement. You are the woman who moves first. So I want you guys to step into that version of your future self. Be that woman today. I believe in you. Let's make today count.